Hey guys, so I'm back again today for another like pickups kind of thing. I haven't done this in a few months, honestly, because I really haven't bought anything. Mostly because of the corona stuff going on, haven't really had the time or the money or the energy to be buying stuff or doing whatever. So to be honest, even though this video is probably going to cover roughly everything I got from like February to I guess the middle of May, so February, March, April, and the middle of May, there's really not going to be that much that I actually bought in those months because I was either busy, I didn't have any money, I didn't have time or to go looking for stuff and go out and everything. So really what this video is kind of going to be is going to be the tiny piss poor amount of stuff I actually got in that time period. First, we're going to start out with just some gaming stuff. So first off, we got this new PS3 controller. It's not an official PS3 controller, as you can tell if you look at it. It did come with a wire, I just didn't grab it. I have this because my old one started acting up, and my roommate who I'm with now, because I live with my roommate, my boyfriend, he likes to play the PS3 as well, but his controller can act up, so we'll just like share controllers. But now that, we got to swap the one controller all the time, I just decided, since mine was so old anyway, I just kind of bought a new one, and it's not amazing, it's not like the best, but it works for what it needs to do. It's not as sensitive, so like, I find that the right R1, the trigger, R1 is actually kind of, I don't know about loose, but it's not very sensitive. I have to really push down if I want to use it. Luckily, I don't play anything where that would matter. For me, I play a lot of JRPGs, so having that in particular isn't the biggest deal. And also, I got used to it, so now it's pretty, I just hold it down firmly. It's not really a big deal, but yeah, the most recent purchase was probably this because I just needed a new controller. All right, now to the other two. First one is Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm a big Animal Crossing fan. As of right now, I'm almost done my island. For the most part, my island's complete, essentially. I got the 3 stars that you need to get, KK and all that stuff. And so really what I'm doing right now is, I guess 5 stars is where I'm going to officially think to myself that it's completed. Because you can get, like, recipes and stuff in this, but getting recipes, it's so random. Like, either you find it or someone gives it to you, or you might, get it from one of your villagers or whatever. But to get recipes for everything that you want, that's pretty much impossible. I mean, you can do it, of course, but you have to play the game enough for that. And I don't really time travel. I do very basic time traveling, and that's if, like, I'm building a bridge or something and I want to just get it done, or if someone's upgrading something, I'll just, like, time travel a day forward and come back or whatever, and so that way it can be finished. I only just do that because it's a pain in the ass. Other than that, I don't time travel at all. I just play my day through and just get a bunch of fish and sell stuff and do whatever. Mostly because, like, I work in the mornings. I work from, like, I work a 9 to 5 job, and when I actually, because of Corona, luckily I've actually been able to play this game while I work. Like, I do a bunch of work, and then I'll just, like, I'll fish, like, 1 or 2 fish or some stupid like that. Like, I know a lot of people that have been doing shit like that with these games since they came out. And so that's mostly what I've been doing. And so at this point, like, well, I'm going to be going back to work fairly soon as the recording of this video, going back into work. We're doing a soft opening. So, like, every other day, a bunch of us are going to come in. But I'll probably still bring this game in and probably just play it, like, during lunch if I take a lunch, just as a chill, hey, let's do some fishing, just, like, casual stuff. Because, yeah, well, I'm going to consider this game done and beaten once I do that, because getting all the fish, like, the fish and it's one thing where it's like the fish and the bugs, you can go to the southern hemisphere or someone who's in the southern hemisphere and try and get the ones you're missing, but, like, the art gallery update thing that just happened, like, Red has come only once, essentially, since he's initially came in. I have not seen Red at all, and I'm not going to sit here and time travel a million days so that way, oh, I can see Red. Like, that is not worth it. I'll probably still play the game every day, every month, whatever, just to see, like, fossils, get some money, check for Red, stuff like that. But ultimately, like, I'm not going to sit here and force myself into being crazy about this, So, for me, at least, this game is, like, almost halfway done. Now, the other big game that I bought that I really was excited about is Persona 5 The Royal. Now, there's going to be a bigger video on this, so I'm not going to get too into it right now. I do want to say that I didn't intend to get the Steelbook edition. I just pre-ordered it on Amazon, and I guess the normal version is the Steelbook, or maybe that's just day one, because, like, I was just intending to get the completely just normal regular. Let me just show it. So the Steelbook doesn't really have anything, but it's like that. And then this is the one side of it, and this is the other side. And then let me see. Yeah, and then the inside is just it's It's like this. And actually this right here is a dynamic theme you can get, or not dynamic, but it's a theme you can get. It's on, there's a code somewhere on here. And you can get that theme, and that's pretty cool. And also this game, apparently up until a certain point, I need to call about this, you can receive emails that have codes for dynamic themes for all the characters. I got the one for completing, or like, I think getting the platinum trophy on everything, but I didn't get any of the other ones, so I had to call the PlayStation Store, and they sent me the codes, but I still am missing one of them. Like, they sent a duplicate, essentially, so I still need to get one. But this is Persona 5 The Royal, and I really love Persona 5. I don't know if I'm going to sit here and say that it's, like, the best Persona 5, best game ever, best Persona ever, because I have a lot of fond memories of other games, 3 and 4, like, within the series, and I'm in the middle of playing 1, but ooh, that's not going to be my favorite by any means. But I really love Persona in general, and Persona always ends up becoming my, like, kind of like my comfort game, where I end up just replaying it when I'm not doing anything else, because it's a game I could just lay back, have fun, relax, laugh at it. Like, everyone has games like that, and for me, it's always a Persona game. It was 3 back when that was the thing, it was 4 when that was the thing, and now it's 5. And I still go back to 3 and 4, but mostly it's 5 at this point. But yeah, I was a really big fan of it, and I was just like, oh, I gotta get it day one, and I played the shit out of this. I literally, in the one playthrough, I platinumed it, because the trophies in this are, like, way easier. You don't have to get everything in the compendium, you don't have to get all the confidants. You get, the things in this are just way easier to platinum, so, if you're oh my god, I can't remember, a trophy hunter, if you're a trophy hunter and you're looking for a good game with, what I would argue is a pretty easy platinum to get in one run, can't go wrong with this. And I also want to talk about some stuff and I don't have physical things for. I don't have any things that I picked up physically, but I just want to vaguely talk about it because I'm excited. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I picked up, haven't gotten super far in it, mainly because I was playing a million other games, but I'm excited to get back into that, and I'm playing a bit of that, so happy yay. And also recently I picked up the Hatsune Miku game on Switch. I don't think that's going to have a physical copy, that's why I'm bringing that up, at least as of right now. I don't think it has a physical copy. And so, yeah, nothing really to say about it. I just really like the Hatsune Miku games, and I really like it on PS4, and since the Switch can be portable and handheld, portable and console, I was like, hey, A+ for me. I could play it either way I want. I could either play it, if I don't like playing it as a console, I could play it portable. If I don't like play it portable, I like play it as console. Good job. Now we're going to jump into figurines that I picked up during this time. And the first one's going to be a continuation of the Pokemon stuff that's been going on, and that's Pikachu. I bought Pikachu, I think this is using Thunderbolt or Thunder. It's pretty good. I don't see any overly obvious fuck-ups in the figure. I mean, it's kind of roughed up, obviously, but I'm talking about, like, huge glaring mistakes, because, like, at a glance, it's pretty fine, and I actually really like this one, too, so I'm really glad I picked this one up. I think the only one I don't really like that I picked up is Magikarp Splash, and that's mainly, it's just because I don't think the figure looks as good as the other figures that I have in the set, so that's mainly why. So, first up on the list is Pikachu. And last on the list, and I think this might be the last thing I picked up at all in these last couple months, it's actually Fire Force figurine. This looks nice, doesn't it? So I actually ordered a bunch of figurines from Amiyami a while back, and they were all set to come out in different months, and then Corona hit, so now they've all been delayed. And I pray they all come out in the same month, because I'll have to fucking shell out all that money. Because at the time they were all coming out in different months, so it didn't matter, you know, for me it was like, oh, this much money this month, cool. But this did come out. This came out, and this was one that wasn't delayed for some reason. And so it's a Fire Force, it's Shinra. Right here you see him. Oh, he looks so good. He's got the flames, and there's a particular reason why I wanted this one. See, I like Fire Force. I like the manga a lot. I thought the anime was kind of subpar, but at least in some scenes. I think some of the things in the anime are actually really good. For most part, I thought it could have been better, but I actually really like the manga. Not caught up, but, you know, that's just what I do. But the reason why I really like this figure in particular, let me just, like, give it a little flip around. Whoop. The reason why I like this figure in particular is because, number one, it will glow under UV light. That's sick. But also, I like reading the manga, and this is a figure based on this pose in the manga. And I saw this, and I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, I know they do, that's not like the only time they've done that, you know what I mean? They do that frequently, that sort of thing. But I was just like, holy shit. And I think for me, the reason why it's also kind of special is that this is the first figure I ever bought that was over $100. Like, this is an expensive figure, for me. I've actually spent quite a bit of money on figures for my friend and my boyfriend. And they're not even like huge figure collectors. I just thought they would really like them and got them as gifts because I'm I'm just an asshole like that, I guess. But this was my first like big priced figure, and after I ordered this, I've pre-ordered like 4 other figures that are supposed to come out. So like I guess I'm just that asshole now. I don't like doing it too much because of course I don't want to spend like ludicrous amounts of money on like figures. As much as I love it, I don't want to go overboard. But even though Fire Force isn't like one of my most favorite anime, I just think this is a really fucking cool figure, and that's why I wanted this one in particular. Okay, these I actually did pick up in the last couple months. I forgot until just now, but they're the Comic and Ninja bottles from the Kamen Rider Build. You shake them and you put them in the build belt. I unfortunately do not have the build belt, but my friend does. But Comic Ninja is like my favorite. It's like my favorite pairing of bottles in the show, and so at the very least I wanted to pick up these. I don't pick up a lot of merch like that, especially if I don't have the belt, because then it just sits there, and also sometimes it's just not good, you know? Like sometimes it's just not like for icons, right? Like I already don't like Ghost, and I think the icons are ugly. I don't really like the icons. But if I had to get one from Ghost, I'm gonna try and fucking pick up my favorite. So in this particular case, my favorite was Comic Ninja, so that's what I picked up. Just little bottles. Okay guys, so that's it. But anyway, let me know if you bought anything in the comments below for over the last couple months, or if you just want to share something that you have that you think it's really cool and you want to let other people know, go for it. I'd love to hear about it. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.